The Poppy of Speedstorm. The Poppy of Speedstorm is here with another video, aka One Winged Angel, and today we're going to be talking about the patch notes, the racer balancing, everything that got announced yesterday and today for Disney Speedstorm. So we're gonna just go ahead and quickly skim through the patch notes because this was already discussed in the video. So the season 15 changes, you know, the razor boost will include Baymax, Hiro, Cinderella, Aurora, and Forky. So you guys can go ahead and get those shards for those racers if you're still missing shards for those racers. Supercharged racers, Mulan, Ortensia, Steamboat Pete, Celia May, and Belle. For the season 15 tournament vault pass, it'll be the Tron, which is Sam, Flynn, Quorra, Rinzler, and Zuse. Not sure why they skipped Incredibles. We do not know why, but they definitely skipped over the Incredibles vault pass. We don't know why. The Festive Calendar update, a premium version of the Festive Calendar can now be purchased. It provides the following benefits: double the rewards for each day, both regular and milestone ones. All the skipped rewards can now be claimed at any time. So there is going to be a paid version of the Festive Calendar now, which is going to be interesting. So they're always adding something to pay in this game. I don't know what it is, but they're always adding something for you guys to pay for. It's insane. The free camera in the multiplayer. Players can now freely control the camera while waiting for others to join the race. This feature will be available for all types of control schemes except Top Drive. Then they got the UI improvements, improved the flow of receiving rewards and duplicate exchange. Season tier up animations can now be skipped, which is great. Visual improvements have been added to the game shop. Special offers are now highlighted for more visibility. Labels can now appear directly in the tab showing newer free offers. The shop is now structured in a more intuitive way, making navigation easier. Different offer types are now clearly separated, so they are more distinguishable. That's good. Now, I mean, there's a good UI improvements, and then general fixes. Fixed an issue with when all the UI sound effects disappear after being disconnected and reconnected. That's good. Ursula and Figment's charge unique skill sound effects are now synced with the animation. Look, mommy, they're all playing together. Achievement is now displayed correctly. Audio fix for when Kermit activates his charge unique skill while it is already active. Additional audio fixes in the Agrabah and the factory environments. Fix the issue when the completed label was displayed on a multiplayer time limited event, even if it wasn't completed. Fix an issue where the visit tells offer shop notification is displayed without an active tells event. That was an annoying one for sure. Fix an issue when sometimes the leaderboard event time is not recorded. So they looks like they, you know, a lot of this stuff was already talked about, and then some, you know, minor things, you know, that weren't really talked about. You know, that is their season 15 patch notes. Now let's talk about the real juicy details, and that is the racer balancing. That is right here. So racer balancing, the buffs for this season starting tomorrow. Aurora will get a top speed, acceleration, and handling buff, which is great. A lot of lightweight racer getting a buff. We love it. Hades gets a top speed, acceleration, and handling. Is going to be buffed. That's going to be insane because Hades, I think, is already one of the faster tricksters in the game. This will solidify him as probably the fastest midweight trickster in the game. So that's going to be interesting to see in full effect come tomorrow. Racer Fear, top speed has been increased. Another lightweight that needed the buff. Oh, Mulan gets a top speed increase. We've been praying for Mulan to get buffed because she has been down in the gutter for a long time. Now she gets a buff. She might actually be really viable now, especially in divisions and competitive content. Figment acceleration and boost sets have been increased. That's amazing because Figment's one of the faster midweight tricksters in the game too. So, you know, getting an acceleration and boost stat will definitely help him even more than what you know is needed for Figment. Now the nerfs, these I think are going to be spicy. Kristoff, top speed, acceleration, handling, and boost has been nerfed. Kristoff low-key might be just not even viable in the competitive scene or even in other scenarios, because that's a big hit, and that's probably because of Supercharged, which just make no sense. Sam Flynn, this is the needed one. Top speed and acceleration have been decreased. This is good because this means Sam Flynn won't be as OP, but I still think he will be OP just because of his ability, because of his vulnerability, higher top speed, and if you have menu boost active, it'll refill your boost meter. So, you know, Sam Flynn will still be OP, but probably not as bad. Then Sadness, I have no idea why Sadness got you know, nerfed. Sadness, sound speed and acceleration has been nerfed. I feel like Sadness, you know, she was great. It was at where she was. I think now she's gonna be slower, and we're just gonna have to play Sadness in a better way at this point. Swan now receives the cloak skill less often. This is great because Swan literally can be in cloak almost throughout the whole race if you play her right. So that's actually good to see that Swan will not receive cloak as often. I would like to see what that means and how that entails. So you know, definitely gonna test that out here once the update goes live. And then the big one, this is the one that all the competitive people and everybody that's been playing ranked, you know, has been crying for. Cloak skill invisibility duration has been decreased for POW 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means cloak has been nerfed, guys. We don't know how long, you know, this duration's been nerfed by, but this means cloak, you know, will not last as long. This is the big change, depending on how long, you know, they nerfed it for. I think cloak will still be probably the best skill regardless, because, you know, you just can't get touched by anything. But, you know, knowing that it doesn't last as long, it's definitely going to hurt some racers that don't have a POW 5 cloak. So, you know, I guess we'll find out more tomorrow on how that nerf, you know, affects all the cloaked racers. And that is all for all the balancing. You know, we went through the patch notes, we went through the racer balancing. So come tomorrow, guys, you guys know exactly what to look forward to and what to expect when it comes to, you know, the racers that are getting buffed, the racers that are getting nerfed. And truthfully, guys, if you guys know how Gameloft is, 9 times out of 10, this may not be the only buffs and nerfs that we get. You know, there was many times before where we seen hidden buffs on racers that wasn't in this list. So, you know, stay tuned to see if we can find out if there is other racers that got, like, you know, a secret buff that, you know, we didn't know about, or that was not listed here. So stay tuned for that. I will definitely let you guys know that as well. So that is it for the balancing and the patch notes for this for season 15. Let me know in the comments down below, who are you excited to play as in season 15, and what are you excited for the most after looking at these changes and these patch notes. Again, you guys all have a great one. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Micromask collab stream at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your boy's going live for all day. We're going to be streaming Speedstorm in the first half, and then Destiny Rising's launch the second half. So it's going to be a crazy stream. Much love to all you guys that support my channel and watch my content. You know, you guys are the true MVPs on my channel. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the tracks. Peace. The poppy of Speedstorm.